Morning guys, John at Quad Van in Portland, Oregon. Hey, hope your life's finding you guys good. It's supposed to be 88 degrees today, clear skies up here in Portland. And just building four-wheel drive vans, man, busier than crap, especially with these new Transits. So this is a question that's come around quite often with me now, is how much does it cost to drop a floor in a wheelchair van? How much does it cost to install the lift, do the conversion to wheelchair? You know, we are not a mobility conversion company. We don't do drop floors. We don't take vans and turn them into something other than four-wheel drive. You know, this is a situation where I have 3 vans here right now that are for sale by the same customer. So he bought one, he bought a second one and a third one, and he's converting them to four-wheel drive because the market is so void of these vehicles being available, and they're such a capable product for many people. Expensive, but capable. This one's for sale. I'm going to go through this as quickly as I can so you guys don't have to waste very long watching this dumb video. But here's a 2008 van. It's got 60,000 miles on it. It's got 285s, which is a 33-inch tire, 285 17s on a 9-inch wide wheel. Happens to fit that flare just perfect, so it comes out just gorgeous in there. Actually looks like it fills it all up nice. It's a 4-inch standard lift, but this truck looks like it's much taller because it's got a 3-inch body lift, a 9-inch floor drop inside. This has got what they call a IVL, even though it says UVL. This lift, you're going to see where it came from originally. This lift was designed to be mounted underneath the vehicle, and in NorCal figured out a system to drop the floor 9 inches, raise the body 3, drop the floor 6, which totals 9, and then they were able to hide this UVL, under vehicle lift, inside the floor. So this vehicle is for sale. This one has a quick disconnect rear passenger seat. Chair can go in. He can transfer right to that seat. That's a swivel transfer seat. That's a power down bed. But do you notice that there's no lift mechanism inside the van, so it gives us all kinds of room. This truck has a threshold inside of it of around 46 inches. So if you're a gentleman that needs 46 inches worth of room, or you can get in and out of the van with 46 inches worth of room, this would be a great opportunity to get that system. Now what's interesting about this truck is that it's got a swivel transfer seat and hand controls, and it's got you know, of course, the little Jesus knob right there, so you can have the speed knob. You know, of course it's illegal for all of us to have it, but mobility can have it. It's got shift on the fly. The shift on the fly has been left loose at this point because the end user will decide if it's going to be right hand strong or left hand strong. No shift in the floor, and we designed them to fit those purposes. The van itself is a gorgeous van. Our standard, it's a 5.4, so it's got a standard four-wheel drive conversion in it with shift on the fly hubs and an IVL. This van here, and this is a 2008 with 60K. This is a 2010. It's got 8,100 miles on it. 2010 with 8,000. Now this truck is still two-wheel drive. This truck is going to be converted just like this truck. So for you people that have a really hard time, and boy do I have a lot of them, that have a hard time seeing it converted, that aren't interested in looking at it until it's converted, this truck, both of these trucks will be gone pretty quick. This one just finished last week. I think he's already got somebody looking at it. These sell almost instantly. It will look just like this, but without the lift. Excuse me. It'll look just like this, but without the flares on it, and it'll run a 265 tire instead of a 285 tire. Now this truck here has a full 9-inch floor drop. So it's got 55 inches, and my tape measure person just left. It's got 55 inches from the floor to the overhead. So when the lift's up, we've got quite a bit of room in here. This is considered a 9-inch. This truck is a full floor drop. So it's got a pedal box up front, a transfer seat. Down under the seat is actually these quick release positions under the swivel base, but the swivel base is permanently attached. So I think this van was originally built as a drop floor, full floor for driving, and it could be returned to that situation. It does not have hand controls, so it's just a passenger vehicle. So the owner or whoever had it before had it set up for a quick release seat lock, so that means you don't have to have seat belts holding you down. You just drive your chair in, you're locked in. This is the old Van Gator, and the problem with these Van Gators is they won't reach the ground. Once this is converted to four-wheel drive, this lift does not have enough travel. So when this gets converted to four-wheel drive, it'll get this lift taken out. Probably a Braun Millennium will get put back in as a replacement, and then it'll be able to reach the ground. But that'll give you 2 posts in here and a threshold that you'll have to transverse. So that could change that distance between the ceiling and the floor. It does have a power down bed in the back. It's got privacy curtains everywhere. It's actually a really nice van and super clean. Outside wise, it looks like it's in great condition. I don't see any damage on it anywhere. Nobody banged in anything. No door dings that are apparent to me right off the bat. It was built the four-wheel drive. The mobility conversion on this truck was done by Tuscany over in Elkhart, Indiana. And that's a 2010 with 8,100 miles on it. Now this van here, here's your UVL. This van here is what they refer to as a UVL. So that means that the under vehicle lift is mounted under the vehicle. Now the problem this has for me is that this lift is right where the transfer case would go, and this has a 2-piece drive line, which is going to get taken out and turned into a 1-piece drive line with CVs on it. And this lift will be taken out, probably sold off somewhere, and then a new lift will be put inside, probably one of the Braun Millenniums again, just because they have such a good reach range, and they're a real current and ADA compliant lift. Whereas that Van Gator you couldn't sell to you could sell it as a U-Van, but you couldn't reinstall it into something that would need to be ADA approved. Now this truck's got full floor drop, so that means that side's low and that side's low. Somebody has a quick release seat in here, but no hand controls. So this was just set up for a passenger van. This one was converted by NorCal down south. It does have a removable seat on both sides. Of course, this is it's got to be DOT approved seat bracket. You know, somebody did the best they could there. It has railed quick releases. Now what's neat about this van is that somebody's got their refrigerator in it and their microwave and their inverter converter back there. A little storage spot for a guy to, you know, do whatever he needs to do. Again, you know, nice flat floor in here because it's got a UVL. Now this van's for sale also after it gets converted. This van does not have flares on it, so our standard procedure for one of these vans is to put like a 265 7017 on here, which will make it just a nice, really simple, clean conversion. As soon as either one of these vans, that van or this van, get flares on them or bigger tires or any of that kind of stuff, now we get into gear changes. We get into, you know, just costs more money. We can do anything a customer wants, but just costs more money. That's the 2010, 2008, and this is a 2012. This truck has 21,000 miles on it. It also has 57 inches from the threshold right now, which could change a little bit if it has a Millennium in there, but from the threshold to the upper molding there, it's 57 inches. Of course, it needs to be updated so that I can put a T-case under it. It is a full floor, so this particular truck would be very capable of getting hand controls put into it. This would come out and it would be a full mobility drivable van for somebody that needs a needs that application. It's got a nice stereo in it, Alpine. Inside's really clean, truck's in nice shape. It's got a solar panel on the roof to keep up with your stereo in the back and everything, or your stereo, your microwave. So yeah, so that's what I know about that, guys. There's 3 of them sitting here. All 3 of them are for sale. All 3 of them are in very nice shape. I'll give you a phone number when you call me. But if you give me a call, I can tell you who to talk to about these vans and who to get in touch with, for availability. See you guys. Have a nice day.